The Trump administration has claimed that it was fully prepared for the Iran war. And I believe that they thought they were prepared for this war. But here are 4 things I also believe. Number 1, the U.S. chose to launch a war that caused the largest shock to oil supply in modern history. We chose to do this at the very moment that the Strategic Petroleum Reserve, our national emergency stash of oil, was at its lowest level in almost 40 years. Oops. Number 2, the U.S. launched a war that froze global shipments of helium out of Qatar. Helium is critical to MRI machines and the making of computer chips. The U.S., you'd think, might have maintained its own helium reserve, and we did. Except 2 years ago, we sold it. Oops again. Number 3, keeping the Strait of Hormuz open, as the president has proposed, would require the allied navies of several nations. In fact, Trump begged NATO allies to help reopen the strait when oil screamed past $100 a barrel. Except this administration has spent the last 15 months telling NATO, in not so many words, to go fuck itself. So NATO, invited to join the war in the Gulf, said to the U.S., in not so many words, go fuck yourself. And number 4, according to the New York Times, when Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu persuaded Donald Trump that he could usher in total regime change by bombing Iran, top intelligence officials told the president that this plan was, quote, farcical. Secretary of State Marco Rubio translated that for the president, saying, quote, in other words, it's bullshit. When George W. Bush invaded Iraq on the pretext of WMDs, that was an intelligence failure. This is the opposite. This is an intelligence success. The president just chose to ignore the intelligence. If this is what it looks like when we're prepared for war, creating a petro crisis when your petroleum reserves are near record lows, selling off your helium stockpile just before creating a helium shortage, telling your allies to go fuck themselves and then begging for their help, and dismissing intelligence agencies when they actually got something right about the Middle East for once. God help us if the Trump administration ever goes into a war unprepared.